Good morning, traders. It's your boy PJ Trades, and we just got off a nice 88-point long winner off a breaker model. I'm going to go through why I liked higher, why we took this trade, so you guys can continue to get better as day traders. So we are sitting here hovering, okay? At 9:30, we rip to the upside, and then we start going sideways. Now, I said this in the live. We were respecting the last line of defense here, okay? Excuse me. I came down with a cold today. But anyway, if we were going to break this 1 minute gap to the downside, we would have started looking for inversion plays down into all of this liquidity down here, okay? But since we kept on holding the market once, twice, okay, I started to get the idea that we were wanted to go higher. Now, on the higher time frame, we can see up here, we have a 1 hour buy side liquidity that coincides with a 1 hour FEG. I like the market coming up here still to dig in. We did have a strong 4 hour candle closure above CE of the gap. Okay, so we're above the 50% point of that 4 hour gap, which is starting to give me an inkling that the market wants to continue to move higher. Okay, so we end up sitting in this range for a very long time. And the more that you hold an area, the more likely you are that the market wants to continue higher in that area, right? We're not disrespecting any bullish PRAs yet. We're still respecting them, right? To the upside. So bounce here, bounce here. So the idea and the play that we took was a breaker model, actually. So you can see it here. We put in that low, high, lower low, and we get a new higher high here, which confirms this as the breaker. All right. We use the highest up close candle before the leg down. That took liquidity. Okay. So here's the liquidity sweep down here. Here's that liquidity gets swept into a 1 minute gap. And then we get a breaker model once this candle confirms and closes above this. So remember, low, high, lower low. We need a candle closure above this high to confirm. Okay, we get that. We get a deep pullback into breaker, almost stops us out. Okay, my entry was here. Stop was right below that. And we ended up taking this up for about, I believe, 86 points, 82 points. My entry, my scale out was 31. Let me see what my entry was exactly. I was in at 453. So entry was at 453. And we scaled out at, where did I scale out at? At 31. So 453 and 31 scale out. So yeah, about 80 points, 78, 79 points, give or take. 5 micros ends up netting us $627 on the setup. The market is moving so volatile right now. This is all you need. This is a lot of money. Okay. So this was just a classic breaker setup. And my higher time frame bias obviously is still leaning bearish because we've been trailing downward. But if you look at that 1 hour situation here and that 4 hour situation, I like the way that 4 hour candle closed for the market to continue to try to go higher. Okay, as you can see now, the market's starting to fail and slow down, but it doesn't matter. We're already out of this market. We've got our points. We've got our trade set up. Okay, we've got our 80 points. Bada bing, bada boom. All right. So today was just a breaker. Breaker setup, no inverted fair value gap model, no unicorn, just a breaker. We used one of the 3 models that I trade. Today was a breaker model. It delivers. We get out. I scaled 90% of my position out at 31. Okay. And then the rest got stopped back at break even. Okay. And this ended up being a risk-free trade after we moved like 50 points in profit. We took this swing high and we marked the trade to break even. And then the market came back down, stopped me at break even for that last micro. Yeah, great day, 627 points. I saw a lot of you guys pass evals, make good money today. This was not the cleanest breaker model, But the more that we sat inside this range, the more I liked for the market to 3-drive to higher. And that's what I ended up reading, and we made money off of it. That's all you need. So everyone have a blessed Wednesday. Be prepared for tomorrow. CPI is coming out tomorrow. That's going to come in very aggressive and very fast. Make sure you're sized down. I traded 5 micros today and made $627, right? That's insane for micros. Okay, so scale down. You can still make a lot of money with micros, and I'll see you guys tomorrow on the trading floor. Have a great one.